Hi guys, it's me Sloan. I was having a conversation with my therapist actually about addiction. She, I mentioned how I quit smoking cigarettes and marijuana, and she said that she admired my strength and bravery in being able to do it cold turkey. Now, we spoke about this at great length about how people become addicted. Normally, it's people with the addictive personality or the addiction gene. But you can tell the signs of these people in their extreme codependence, or their need for validation, their need for relationships, their need for uh, cigarettes, even. Now, I grew up in a very unconventional kind of way. When I was adopted by a biker club, my dad would sit there and tell me, "See that asshole? He's on coke. See that one over there? He's on dope." Like, I understood what drugs were and what they did to people, rather than having society shield me from that and tell me, "Oh no, drugs are bad. Don't do them," and not tell me why they were bad. With me, the explanation was extremely important because it kept me from ever craving anything other than weed. And I'll be honest with you, most people say weed is a gateway drug. It really isn't. Not if you have a strong personality. I was always taught to depend on myself and rely on myself. And so I didn't ever need the crutch in life like cocaine or marijuana. I wanted marijuana, and there are times where I would put it down for months on end just because I want to be able to have that first head high that you get the first time you smoke again after a long while of quitting. And because this is a thing that I enjoy, I realize that other people enjoy it to the point of needing it, but I've never needed anything to enhance me. I don't need alcohol. I don't need marijuana. I don't need cigarettes. And so when I put it down and say, okay, well, I'm just not going to do this, I don't. So I never understood the addictive personality, although I've seen plenty of people with it, and I realized that in their relationships, they are addicted to both the highs and the lows. And so in their relationships, their highs are ultra high and their lows are ultra low. But they thrive on that. And I never thrived on any of it. As a point of fact, I kind of prefer when my life goes boring and I don't have anyone around me to like add drama to it, because it's just more peaceful that way, you know? So I have to say that I absolutely appreciate my education on drugs, because it also kept me from ever building a dependence on any of them. And I've never had an inclination to do anything outside of marijuana. So there is that. I think that there's a benefit in being taught what these things do, not just to, your mind or what kind of high you get, but what it does to your body and the damage it does to your interpersonal relationships. I think all of that is very important in an education on drugs, and most people don't want to touch on that, because then they have to say, well, heroin is one of the greatest highs you will ever get, although it's a downer. It's one of the greatest highs you will ever get, without explaining that the only time you'll ever get that high is the first time you do it. Because every single time after that, you are looking for that level of high, and you're not going to get it, because your blood is no longer virgin, it's no longer pure. If they had that information, I don't think that people would continuously go looking for these things, knowing that it's never going to be as it was the first time you did it. You know what I mean? Tell me if I'm crazy, and I guess I will talk to you soon.